I think I've grieved enough for Sid. I think. I already miss him so much. Okay, let's go to our hideaway. I'm kind of excited to see how it looks like and who made it. Yeah. Well, we saw Gav make it. Also, Tarja should also have made it. If nothing else happened. Benumir, Central Storm. That's how you pronounce it?
5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
We have.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
Me too.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
Lovebirds. Oh. The hideaway is at a fallen ruin? I like it. I like it very much. But I'm reminded of Sid. Because he was the
Otto
one who
was
taught
asking
us
after
about
you.
the fallen ruins.
Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
And who said never a dull moment? Cloud. To Aerith. Established under the leadership of Clive Rosfield, who took on the title of Sid after his former leader's passing, and Titan's destruction of the old hideaway. Here, a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it is located in the center of a lake, Benumir, across whose waters any invading enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Okay, I don't really like that we're in the ocean, because there might be like ocean creatures like Leviathan, where are you? I mean, he might come up here whenever he like. I don't even know if we're gonna see it, but Leviathan is a summon, an Aeon, a GF that comes up sometimes. An old friend of Otto's from his merchant seaman days, now serving as ferryman between the shores of Benumir and Clive's hideaway. Knowing him to be a trustworthy and tight-lipped fellow, Otto invited him to join their cause after Sid's death, that he and his trusty skiff might help them build and operate their new hideaway in the lake. Have we seen this guy Obolus? No, I don't think so. If I haven't missed him completely. An imperial bearer turned ally of Sid the Outlaw. In truth, however, he is something much more. Not only the firstborn of Archduke of Rosaria, but also the dominant of Ifrit. With the ability to absorb the powers of the other Eikons, in the 5 years since the fall of Drake's head and the death of his mentor, he and Jill have strived to continue Sid's legacy. The light of Ramu forever in his heart. It's forever in my heart as well. How am I gonna keep moving on when I'll see Sid's name all over the place? Oh my god, this is gonna take some time, you guys. This last episode was totally devastating for me. It took me 4 days before I could continue.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
That doesn't tell me anything. I don't know where the mess
Welcome
is.
back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Almost done.
I just see Sid's face all over the place. Whenever someone reminds me of Sid, just calling out his name. Do you guys need help with that? I've got a sword. Not for this reason, but probably chop that off in a slice.
Otto will want to know what happened in Kostnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Okie dokie. Oh, Torgal. Are you tired? Okay, you can sleep.
Again? I seen schoolboys swing harder.
This reminds me of young Clive with Murdoch. Oh my god, Jill is so badass. I freaking love her outfit so much. She hands down has the best looking outfit. Followed by Clive and Sid.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
It's me, it's Sid. Oh my gosh. What if there's a sea creature? I mean... Oh, are we doing the Titanic pose? We're gonna grab my arms? Oh my gosh.
Clive. Is everything all right?
To be honest, no. We lost Sid. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try to stop. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furless friend. All in good time. Okie dokie. Nectar speaks so quickly. What is this? This is like a board. A hunting board or something. Because I saw a monster and, you know, it's just X'd out. Probably that? Are you gonna give me missions, little Nectar?
I hope you don't mind, Sid. I changed the linens in your chambers while you were away.
That's nice. And I like that they don't just animate the woman doing labor.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain.
I'll let the others know.
Those
There
were
you
the
are,
old
Clive.
hideaway, right?
Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt KUPO will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Map room.
Still can't
Ooh,
work that
is
one
she?
out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Speak with Vivian. Oh, so you are Vivian. I haven't seen you. You weren't in the old hideaway. Ooh, we got an owl. It's so cute. Adorable. We have 3 adorable animals in here.
Trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the
She's
same
beautiful.
of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
It's gonna be interesting, I feel.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Hopefully us.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even?
Oh.
Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Well, I'm glad he made it.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
What do we have here? We can ask
One
about
would
Vivian.
think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. She's so beautiful. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. But it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. She's like a politician, historian. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. Very useful, because I'm no politician. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint this storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. We'll take all the advice since you're the expert. We don't do political matters. We just swing our sword. Ask about the crystalline dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from ever far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now, remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed. And that's why Samrak took it.
Or at least, it was.
Until Samrak elected to invade and established a new holy capital upon twin sides heretofore neutral shores. Well, then where did everyone from the crystalline dominion go? It pains me to see the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. It's not your fault, though. I knew that Emperor Silvestre had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire, since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him. Well, we knew what was going on beneath it. There was an ether flood, so... What is this? By speaking with Vivian in the hideaway map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valisthea, revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationship of those individuals in Clive's orbit. What? We can... Is it like a family tree kind of construct? Yeah, that's kind of how it looks. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relations in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress throughout the main scenario. Okay. I don't know how many times I'll be going here and checking it out, but... Why isn't she diseased instead? Ah, so annoying. Duchess of Rosaria. Former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with a force she judged the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as vicereine of the imperial province, which she rules with a cruelty and contempt for the baseborn that was unknown in Archduke Elwin's day. She is an abomination to this day. Great to know. The Hooded Man, a mysterious man that many believe to be a dominant of fire. Clive first, yeah, we already know. I've already read that one as well. Tiamat. Does he have anything else? Only that he died? The man who now bears the name is the leader of the bastards. Yeah, that one we also read. Benedicta! After Clive took her power at Caer Norvent and the keep was set to fire, she and her comrades were forced into making a hurried retreat, only to be set upon by bandits. What was left on Benedicta's power ran amok, summoning forth a raging whirlwind within which she was at last to lose her life at the hands of Clive Rosfield and his Eikon Ifrit. The Warden of Wind, who Benedicta transformed into during her ill-fated flight from the Empire. It takes the form of a fearful harpy, summoning storms and tearing into flesh of its prey with hawk-like talons. Its dominant is most often born among the descendants of the Motes of the Wind, an ancient tribe that once dwelled in the land spanning the Strait of Outlaw, what is now the Crystalline Dominion. Oh, does that mean that Benedicta is from there? Permanent economic advisor. Did we Revenge exacted. Kupka's awakening as the dominant of the Eikon Titan thrust him to the forefront of Dhalmekian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic armies and its policy making, as well as a personal fortune. His greatest treasure, however, was always Benedicta Harman, so when a servant of Waloed informed him that his love had been slain by Cid, his fury towards the outlaw and his allies knew no bounds. Well, this man could be fooled by anyone, it feels like. Permanent economic advisor to the Dhalmekian parliament and dominant of Titan. He has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. After learning that Cid the Outlaw, the man who slew the love of his life, Benedicta Harman, still lives, he tasks his personal guard with capturing and torturing bearers in order to draw out his nemesis and take his revenge. What the hell happened to you, Hugo? You turned real evil. And it wasn't even Cid, it was Clive. But he doesn't know that. King of Waloed and dominant of Odin, the Warden of Darkness. At the Battle of Belenus Thor, he not only took personal command of the royal army, but rode into the fray himself, galloping through the air atop his six-legged steed and goading Bahamut into a duel that shook the skies. I think in the Nordic story, the six-legged steed is actually Odin's steed. I think it's Sleipnir. Are we here? 5 years on. An Imperial bearer turned ally of Cid the Outlaw. After Cid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Cid the Outlaw and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Cid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. Hopefully this will work. A fire-aspected icon. We read that as well. Torgal, my little Torgal. Clive's faithful friend, he is fiercely protective of him and his allies. Loath as he is to lose his best friend again and never strays far from Clive's side. Putting the hunting skills Cid taught him to use in defending off foes and picking up trails. Cid taught him well. Oh my god, I miss him so much. History with Benedicta. Leader of the Hideaway and the dominant of Ramu, Warden of Thunder. Born in a land beyond the Twins, Cid journeyed to Valisthea as a sword for hire. It was here that he entered the service of Waloed, awakened as a dominant, and was finally elevated to Lord Commander of the Royal Army. However, he was soon to abandon his post, and Benedicta that he might instead create a world where bearers and dominants can die on their own terms. I think we already read that, actually. Leader of the Hideaway and dominant of Ramu, in his quest to create a world where bearers and dominants can die on their own terms, he unearthed a shocking truth, that the mother crystals were the cause of the all-consuming blight. He makes plans to see the mothers fall, that Valisthea and her people might be saved. And you never got to see that. Leader of the Hideaway, his plan to create a world where bearers and dominants could die on their own terms meant destroying the mother crystals, an act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's head in 873 that Sidolphus Telamon lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title Cid the Outlaw onto his protege Clive. I'm still getting teary-eyed. Oh my god, stop it. The Warden of Thunder, whose power most... Oh my god, I can't read now. Dominance of the icon most often emerge among descendants of the Motes of Thunder, a tribe who once dwelled in the lands of Central Ash, lands that the kingdom of Waloed now lays claim to. Mayhap in part due to the tribe's comparatively advanced learning, Ramu is associated with wisdom and judgment to this day. Anything else? An otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousness. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison in a cage of flame that sealed away in his own heart. Okay, wait a minute. Joshua sealed away Ultima into his own heart? What? That's crazy. I'm betting that he will still be a threat. Anything else? I had to turn up the volume. Dominant of Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne. Joshua was thought to have died at the hands of the second Icon of Fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he is very much alive, traveling the realm even now, his true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and an assumed name, that of Lord Margrace. Well, we know this is Joshua, so he just took on the name. The year 860, when the young Joshua Rosfield lost control of his powers, the Phoenix first awakened among the Motes of Fire, an ancient tribe who dwelled in the western reaches of Storm, and that the careful preservation of bloodlines among the Rosarian nobility ensured that its dominant would always be born in the ducal line. I wonder if Annabella is trying to make another Phoenix. The situation map. Following takes Sid's name, taken captive by the Empire. I think if I'm ever Pursuit of the Dominant Fire, if I'm ever confused, I'ma go here and check. But I think the game is doing a good job of explaining everything. And also with the data logs. It's doing a very, very good job. Because once I'm told what's happening, then I don't feel confused.
Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Is he gonna do several different songs?
By trade, but I've always been fascinated with the art of healing.
If only there were a salve to mend a broken engine.
Have we any...
The one at the old hideaway. Torgal? What are you doing here? Are you tired? Little floofer.
What can I get you, Sid?
Order a drink. Buy a round for the hall. Chat with Maybe.
How am I getting on? About as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone here, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
Well, I'm gonna buy a round for the hall.
People free wasn't enough. Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
Celebration time. Was it good?
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
I'll try not to. Karen! She made it. I'm just happy you're alive. You have anything new? What are these? Automatically charge magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Accessory effect will not trigger unless the ability to charge the magic is learned. Increases limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. Increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. Well, we don't want to take damage. We taken damage. Increase ability points earned in normal encounters by 20%? That's so good. Increases experience earned by 15%. I don't think that one will be interesting. Increases gil earned by 35%. Rook's Gambit. If I use this one. I think we're gonna go with this one. Not the experience one.
It'd better all be here.
Because I'm a little worried about...
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I'm gonna still buy all of them.
Find a better price than that.
But I'm a little bit worried about over-leveling, so... I'm not gonna grind at all.
Finished, are you?
Does that one have blood on it?
What? Does that one have blood on it?
You're back! You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
He sounds like me when I'm reading.
Clive.
They all seem to have made it.
So will it be?
Ooh.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
We got a new one.
Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
That sigh. Oh, I love the flame tongue though. I mean, it's so freaking cool. And it just looked so well on Clive. We're gonna see how this Levin bolt looks.
And?
Oh.
What do you need?
It looks like something from the Fallen.
What? You've forgotten already?
What? You've forgotten already? It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still,
that don't mean I intend on doing it again.
Back to work then.
This is a skinny sword. It's not really sheathed well, but it looks pretty darn cool.
Fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Off limits, that means you! Okay. I'm not going there.
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you. I can keep
It's
him,
a rat!
can't I?
No, it's a rat! That's vermin. Oh, it's gonna eat the whole place. It's gonna get these rats buddies up here and just eat the entire ruin. But it's supposedly very strong, so maybe you can keep it. Just keep it out of my sight.
Oh, Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Oh. An airship without Sid?
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please.
Aw.
Don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Life is different.
Not too tired to go filching KUPO nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
KUPO, we saw Nectar. He's alive.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
I'm so glad Tomes is alive.
I should get some rest while I can.
My knowledge is yours.
Ask about Tet and Crow. I was like, cow. They first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to the mother the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tomes.
And
They're feeling better now. For I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. That's good to hear. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal. And that happiness lost may be found again.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our homes and our loved ones, but of what which Sid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again, had you not taken his name and became our light in the darkness.
Had you not led us here?
If Benimir and the Invisible were among the ghosts of the fallen, our journey can continue. That's nice. Here in the belly of a Leviathan untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever, and here may it burn for 1,000 more. Didn't I just name drop Leviathan when we got here? I am so smart. Leviathan belly.
Entries, if you would like
I'm
to see
worried.
them.
I'm worried.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Leader of the faction believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's head in 873. With this single act of infamy, Sid's name quickly spread to the four corners of Valisthea and beyond. Clive, you look well with a hood. Fall of Drake's head in the year 873, Sid the Outlaw, along with certain of his allies, infiltrated the Sambrek capital of Oriflamme, bringing down its mother crystal in a daring and unprecedented attack. Investigations after the fact concluded that the infiltrators took advantage of the disturbance caused by an ether flood to gain entry to the Empire's holy sanctum. In the aftermath of the incident, Sid was declared a wanted man, and the faction he led, a criminal enterprise, to be hounded across Valisthea. Criminal enterprise? Is that the best you can do? Okay. It's criminal not to see the truth. The mysterious watcher. Medicine girl. Yeah, we had a lot to read. Magicked barriers. Some dominants have the ability to call upon a part of their Eikons' power to summon a ward. A nigh impervious barrier that no magic nor matter can cross. However, its maintenance requires a continuous channeling of ether through the summoner's flesh, taking a heavy toll upon them. The larger the barrier, the greater the burden. And Joshua did quite a big barrier, which Ultima is inside of. Oh my god, I am worried for his life right now. What if they don't meet each other? Airship. Legend has it that the people of the Fallen once sailed through the skies in the bellies of these ships. Though all now lie shattered and silent on the surface below, the men and women of the present day are wont to repurpose those ruins for their own uses. Both the village of Lostwing and Clive's hideaway in Benimir, being built around the wreckage of a fallen airship. What present day are wont? What? Why does that look so off? Are and won't. Won't directly after are. Okay. What more is there? Yeah, I just realized I've been reading way too much. And what is this? A mineral most mighty. Mithril. Okay, I'm not gonna read anymore. I swear. Probably. Oh, Tarja!
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten
the brand is gone.
What it was
I
like
just realized.
To be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Tarja.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
How did I not realize that before? I didn't mention it, right?
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just
We got a letter from Gav. Oh, Jill, you're in here.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Let me just see what this wall of memories. Oh, wow. Oh, created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Cid. His crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Cid had twin daggers. Little twin swords. Whatever it's called. Oh well. Everything reminds me of Cid now. The reading table, reports, letters and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Okay. Let's see, this is from Gav. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Okie dokie.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican
We shall
army is
move
the
on.
march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard
He
him
has
call
it.
out to Ultima.
I almost thought he would think that was like a hallucination or something, but he got the feather! I thought it would disappear.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Yeah.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Oh, we're gonna toast to that?
To a world without mother crystals.
Cheers! this?
To Sid.
To Sid. Oh my god. Stop reminding me of him. Oh my gosh. Oh. Love that outfit. Much better than the brown hooded outfit.
And so the North
matches with Clive.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
What if Ultima turns Joshua into him? Like, since he has him inside of his body, inside of his heart.
Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Well then, we go find her. The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Did she get kidnapped or something?
Happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
Yeah. Let me just check if there's anything I need to switch. I think I want this with ability points. Do I want Gil as well? I mean, it's 35%. I'll start with that. 12 seconds, that's pretty much. Again, I'm reminded of my husband. Oh my gosh. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. Okay. Bursts are emitted as soon as the ball is struck by a Clive or an enemy. Clive can follow a lightning roll with a magic burst to strike the ball immediately after executing lightning rod. However, lightning emitted due to an enemy striking the ball is more potent than that caused by Clive strikes. Increase the range, allows assignment to any icon. Okay, so is this like continuous damage? I need to try all of these out and see what I want to do. Oh my god, this does so much stagger. Wow, this one is very good as well, the Judgment Bolt. I just have to see what points I would distribute to where. Okay, we have to speak with Otto. I'm gonna have to do some training as well, but just to check Ramu skills. Okay, we need to go find Martha.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But
the usual.
Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Find the curse
Martha is a
breakers.
survivor. We'll find her.
Really hope so. Anything else we should be doing? Oh! Kalk and Ball. What even is that word? Kalk. B-A-U-L-K? Kalk. Have I heard that before? Or is it like an old word? Like maybe like shalk?
Finish with that.
Welcome back, Sid. Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Then let's find some.
Soberless. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Did he say curl? Like that cat animal from Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy X? Maybe. Rereads. Let's go. And then we're gonna go to Martha. Is it by the waterfall? It's pointing at that direction. Yeah.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
All yours, Torgal!
They don't. We messed with these earlier. Oh wow. I think it did continuous damage while I had Willow Wikes in that Blind Justice. Would the lightning rod work the same?
Over here!
Because that would be freaking amazing. We just have to see how it works. I'm gonna go into training and see how it works. Enemies are slain. We got some wax.
Can't imagine Herbalist needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Maybe we should go do Martha's? Yeah, since we're close by. I don't think they will remove the quest if we continue.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
People seem hurt.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
Gosh, what did they do?
Let's get you to a
I
physical.
hope Martha is okay.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But,
what if they took Martha there?
One of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
A culling? What is that? Dark clouds gather. What if they did something to Martha over there at the Abbey? The Curse Breakers, a unit drawn from those of fighting age and martial training among the residents of the Hideaway, who conduct operations to liberate bearers from slavery. Beginning as a loose collection of like-minded individuals in Sid's Hideaway, who chose to rid themselves of their bearer brands that they might serve the cause out in the field. The Order has greatly expanded both its ranks and its operations since the move to Benimir, all under Otto's watchful eye. I think I remember him with the other chick standing in the old hideaway just talking.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
I'm suspecting something. If they are the Empire's bearers, and we know which woman is at the Empire married to Sylvester. Can we hate her more than we do?
On Martha's head. I'll kill them all myself.
Or sons. That's a new word I've never heard of. I'm gonna use it from now on. You whore, son.
Up ahead.
Hey. Oh, it's Martha.
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Oh, the bearers saved Martha. But that's why she was able to make it alive.
Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
I wonder where they got that from. Might it have something to do with Annabella using the name of the shields to just ruin the name? Because the shields did no such thing as they're doing here. And what the frick is a calling? If this ain't Annabella's doing, I don't know who.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
I mean, Sylvester might be the same. So. Oh no.
No.
Nobody's alive.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Standing in my way is a serious offense.
For their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
No, it won't take long. Just you wait.
Get him!
I'ma freaking slaughter them all.
Get him!
Think it's fun sullying the name of the shields? Well, there you go. Was that quick enough? Bye, y'all suck. They didn't have nothing good on them either, so.
I think so.
Well, well, well. If this ain't the mother's doing, then I do not know who. I can't see it be anyone else.
He may still be alive.
Yeah, we'll have to check. Anything else? Okay, we searched the Abbey, then we deliver this. Anyone alive? Dead.
The abbot.
No one made it. Care for some literal revenge?
Protecting him. Cole building upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
There's more.
The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive? He's gone.
0 survivors.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
Very honorable.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick's Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
How come even the side characters, like, they have a small role? Be that handsome. Look at Cole. What the frick? They've just done every single male in this game freaking handsome. And I usually feel like it's only like the women. But in Final Fantasy 16, it's definitely more so the men. Okay, I'm gonna end the episode here, so thank you all for watching and bye bye!